Good morning, this is Justin here, and this past week we did the second installment of our Change the World series, and we talked about God's provision for us, and Pastor Dave gave us 5 things on how we could do that. And today I want to talk about the fourth one, which is be humble. And the Bible verse that goes with that is Matthew 10:14. It says this, "And if anyone will not receive you or listen to your words, shake off the dust from your feet when you leave the house or town." Now, in our society, it's kind of hard to be humble. We live in a world where it's all about us. If everything rises and falls on us, if we do a good job, it's our fault. If we don't do a good job, it's somebody else's fault. And you see this in athletes and Hollywood actors and actresses. They tend to be full of themselves and think they are on top of the world. And even in the Bible times, the Sadducees and Pharisees, who I like to call his frenemies, he did a battle of wits with them at all times, because they, by all means, were not humble whatsoever. But what Jesus is saying is, when you do this, some people are going to reject it. They're going to reject the representation of it. They're going to reject what you have to say about Jesus, and we'll take that as a personal attack on us. And Jesus is saying, just shake the dust. And for me, I want to give you a real practical example of how I try to remind myself on how to be humble. And it's the story where Jesus washes the disciples' feet. It's the Last Supper, and all of a sudden, just imagine if you're Jesus and then he just gets up and starts washing your feet. You would be kind of taken off guard, because for someone of Jesus' stature to do a job like that, it's just unheard of. And Peter's like, "Yeah, you can't do that to me." And Jesus, responds as Jesus would and goes, "Oh, you can't have me if you won't let me do this." And then Peter, being Peter, goes, "Well, then dump the whole water over me. Give me a bath. I don't care." And what's interesting, though, is he did all the disciples' feet, and that included Judas. Now, Judas betrays Jesus in the end, and yet he still washed his feet. And so I kind of keep that in my mind, that to be humble, Jesus washed his disciples' feet. And so that's just something that I do. We live in a world where it's all about us, and so I always have to keep that in my mind. Right? Jesus washed the disciples' feet, so I can take out trash, or I can stack chairs. I can do simple things that, as time goes on, I may feel like I'm bigger than, but in reality I'm not, because Jesus is the Son of God and yet washed our feet. So I challenge you guys, be humble, ask God to give you strength, wisdom on how to do that, and you'll be surprised on how, when you become humble and you start acting in humbleness and humility and honor, how often doors will open for you to spread the good news. So guys, have a great week, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys all on Sunday.